Hey everybody, it's David Schwimmer. Remember me? I was on that famous show on TV, Friends. And after all, are we all friends? I never really made the crossover from TV to films like the subject of my message today, Alec Baldwin. Now clearly we should all give our warmest regards to the families of the two victims of today's horrible accident, but hey, isn't there someone else that we should be thinking about? All of us friends? That's right, American actor and all-around bon vivant, Alec Baldwin. Now the reason I'm making this video message is to confirm my support and admiration for Mr. Baldwin. There's no doubt in my mind that this was simply an accident that was in no way Alec Baldwin's fault. Now you're going to hear a bunch of nonsense and even some Russian disinformation that would have you believe that these movie guns don't just go firing themselves. Now, that may be true, but I gotta tell you, when an actor is deep into character, it makes the old finger start twitching. And some roles require impassioned anger and even lack of impulse control, which Alec Baldwin has in spades. Maybe my more gentle and meek personality was why I never made it big in the film industry. When I play a tough guy, it's a total joke. Well, when Alec Baldwin plays a tough guy, it's like he doesn't even have to act. It's just second nature. You should hear this guy discipline his 11-year-old daughter. He's like Corleone, cautioning an underling that he's on thin ice. So this is probably why Alec didn't bother to check if the gun was loaded, and why he was pointing the gun at the crew instead of another actor, and why he pulled the trigger prematurely. After the prop gun misfired a round that struck the two crew members, killing one of them, I saw some pictures and a video of Alec totally distraught and beside himself with grief over the horrible accident. And he wasn't acting. I know he is an actor by profession. But you have my word that he for sure was showing real emotions. Real emotion. Other rumors going around on the internet claim Alec was in a rage, firing the gun purposely out of anger. Well, smart guy, you probably didn't know this, but Alec had been court-ordered to attend anger management counseling. And he determined in the end that he wasn't angry at anything at all anyway. So there you go, tough guy. This tragic accident also requires us to reconsider the issue of guns and so-called gun rights. I personally don't think that guns have a place in this world. And now, without the need for police, why do we need guns at all? I mean, you can catch a bear with a bear trap. And you can catch a tuna fish with a lasso. And there's plenty of plant-based meat alternatives to choose from. As far as self-defense, if we got rid of guns, then the criminals wouldn't have them. So why should you? It's pretty simple, really. And don't think that me or Alec don't know a thing or two about guns. I mean, heck, Hollywood is the #1 producer of images of shootings and other violence. I must have fired over 1,000 rounds myself in my career. Of course, they were all prop guns. And I can sympathize with Alec accidentally discharging a bullet because I've been there myself many times. So I ask that everybody say a quick prayer for the artist that has given us so much of his art over the years, Alec Baldwin. And also, let's pray for the institution of entertainment media, sometimes known as Hollywood. So many of us were cooped up at home during the pandemic, where all the movie theaters were closed, and film and TV productions were scaled way back. Some very famous people that I'm sure you'd recognize were having some mental health issues, and also had their pay cut pretty severely. I myself had to cancel some home renovations. Lastly, let's all let things play out and not jump to conclusions. Let's not start any conspiracies about the bullet having to be a live round, since even a .38 caliber round can't pass through a person and then strike another person. There's just not enough power, that's crazy stuff. Don't just assume that just because the director of photography who was killed was also a journalist, with ties to foreign governments and the CIA, that somehow that means some kind of shenanigans are going on. And just because there were 2 accidental discharges just a couple days before the tragic accident, leading even to 6 union workers walking off the set just 6 hours prior, doesn't have anything to do with Alec's accident. It really doesn't, okay? And most importantly, don't forget to watch every season of the great show, Friends, now showing on the Turner Network.